documentaire du cinéma, Damien Manivel, la libre service. Et comment dire, je trouve qu'il y a une vraie force.
Et les producteurs,
Bonsoir Théor, Mathieu Berton et je suis très ému, forcément. Très heureux d'être avec vous ce soir. Je suis ici, je suis très heureux de faire partie de cette sélection qui pour moi est belle, exigeante, tout ce que j'aime.
Muy buenas, un gusto estar con todos ustedes aquí en el Cinematógrafo, el cine en la tele. Estamos en los estudios Close to the Edge. Volvimos, no estamos en los estudios A, que está en otro lado, sino en los estudios B, que es aquí. Estamos aquí porque muy rápidamente volvemos a Cannes. Habrán visto que hicimos los últimos programas desde ese espacio, desde ese festival. Nos quedó una entrevista pendiente, es una entrevista, un encuentro más bien, con un cineasta magnífico, uno de los más sensibles del cine francés, Damien Manivel. Vamos a hablar con él de su última película, cuyo título es Magdala, Magdalena. Es literalmente un retrato de los últimos días de María Magdalena. Si no lo recuerdan, Manivel es el cineasta que nos dispensó, nos regaló una película maravillosa, hermosa, que fue Los hijos de Isadora. Hemos hablado en el programa en su momento. Bueno, dejo de hablar, nos vamos a Cannes por última vez, al menos en este año, y nos encontramos con Damien Manivel. Así comienza el Cinematógrafo. Hello, Damien.
Hi, hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So here we are in Cannes. Your film, maybe the most radical film you have ever made. It is Magdala. I don't know how to pronounce in French.
Magdala, it's
Magdala. And it has been shown in the Acid Cannes, which is a particular section in this festival which is curated by filmmakers. And I wonder what pushed you to do a film about Magdalena or Magdala in a context in which that kind of stories are or absolutely over codified in the sense that there has been films like that, and at the same time it's a moment that kind of sensibility is absolutely out of mode. So why you have chosen to do the film in the way that you have done, which is almost without words?
I mean, my first goal was to make a film with Elsa Voliaston, which is a great dancer, contemporary dancer from France. And I've been making a few films with her. I've been making one of my first short films, which is called The Lady with the Dog. And it was 14 years ago. And since then I always think about her, and I think that I want to make a film just for her, to give her a character which is strong and yeah, I just want to film her. So when I did Isadora's Children, which is my last feature film, she's playing in the last part of the film, and at the end of the film she really slowly watches the sky with her eyes. And when I saw this shot during editing, I thought, this is great. It's kind of religious image. It reminds me of paintings, and it reminds me of Magdalena. And I thought, wow, this is a kind of crazy idea to mix Elsa Voliaston with María Magdalena. if you look at the history of art, painting and sculpture, this character of Magdalena is, has many faces and has many interpretations from the artists. So I thought this is a great way to start a project. And then the way that I did it, it's really natural for me. I mean, it's not something theoretical or something. I just want to film her with all my love and with all my care and precision of the camera. And she's very strong. She can do very, very slow gestures with a lot of intensity. So I thought I would make something like a gesture poem about solitude, about deep love, and we did it.
At the moment that you were shooting, because one thing it was at the moment that you thought the idea to do a film like that, and then to discover in a gesture in the previous film that there was something religious in the way that she look up at the star, at the sky or the heaven, and but at the moment that you were shooting was the moment of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Which is a moment that was absolutely not only difficult, but it doesn't change anything finally, but it puts people to be thinking in something. So how do you see the mood of the film, which I would say the religious feeling there is a certain kind of love, as you said, pietas, that would be the proper name, the proper noun. So how do you see the connection, if there is a connection?
I think that the fact that we shot during the pandemic, it was really messy here. I mean, it was messy everywhere, and the fact that we shot everything in a forest or some desert landscapes, or I work with a small crew, very small crew. We shot on film. Elsa, she's quite old and she has trouble to walk, and it's not easy for her to do that kind of shooting. So for me, it was the perfect, how do I say, we were focused. We were focused, and it meant something. Every shot meant something. And every shot was a battle, you know, to get the shots, to get the movements. It looks easy when you see the film because there is some fluidity, but everything was difficult and like a battle. And now I think everything is precious. And I edited the film myself. It's the first film that I edit myself because I wanted to keep that feeling of being in front of Elsa and Magdalena, and just continue to find my own way of making films, and very I believe if I can do something very personal. The religious side of the film, it's not an easy task because there are some traps everywhere when you make a film about a religious character, I believe. What is religious in the film is cinema. It's the belief that someone from the audience will believe that she's Maria of Magdala. I ask the audience to believe that the miracles that they are seeing are true. So the film is constantly asking the audience to believe that this is possible. And this is the essence of cinema, I believe. And maybe I ask a lot from the audience, but I ask the audience, I put them in a state that they will hear better, they will watch with more care, with more precision. It's almost, if I ask the audience to really follow my way of looking at things and my way of hearing things. So if you accept to enter this universe, something will happen, because you will be very sensitive to everything and to Elsa's body. So, yeah.
Damien, we are in a church.
Yeah.
Truly nearby. I show the. Look at that. Look at that. And look at you. In certain way, your film could be thought as a kind of heterodox in terms of belief or theology. So how do you see you take I don't know if it is a true story, but a true myth, so to speak,
Yeah.
and you work towards a certain kind of appropriation of that. What do you think has been the process, the operation in order to become your material?
As I said before, it's there are some legends from the Middle Age that talk about Magdala, and says that after the death of Jesus, she decided to go to a forest and stay there by herself, alone, thinking about her lost love, and that when she died, the angels took her and brought her to the sky. So there's not so many information, you know, and this lack of information is precious for me, because as a director, I need to project myself into the story. I need to invent, and it's very exciting because there are lots of paintings. She's always in the painting. She's always in a cave and watching the sky or thinking, meditating, but not so much more. So as a director, my question is, I start there, and then I have to invent what concretely, because cinema is very concrete. You can make a film about spirituality, but the more spiritual you will learned that the more spiritual is very concrete things. Eating, sleeping, walking are like spiritual exercises for her. So
there is something that I'm telling in terms of the density of matter.
yeah,
And one of the density of matter, of course, is to have a body.
exactly.
Be embodied is the first evidence that we matters, so
Yeah.
to speak. So the way that you put attention towards the gestures of the hands, the feet, the eyes, the face,
Yeah.
which it's connected in certain ways with painting.
Yeah.
So can you speak a little bit about that?
As I said before, it's connected to painting in the way that there have been many paintings, but my goal is not to make it painting-like, you know. It's to take it out from the painting and make it alive again, and working on movements. And my fascination for Elsa's body and from Elsa's expressivity is infinite, I believe. So I have to film her and believe that her gesture, the way she eats, as I said before, the way she looks at the skies, is something. I mean, she's 78 now, 78 years old. She's a great dancer, and her life, she's been through many things. And if I show her back, if I show her hands, which are really beautiful, I can tell a story of. So it's not like building a character, like psychological character or something like that. It's more that inside she's connected with the character of Magdalena, and when I film, the camera can make the fusion of both of them.
There is something that I truly like about the film, which is the way that you allow yourself to play with maybe memories of the past.
Yeah.
In certain ways, there is a portrait of Jesus.
Yeah.
And then you also play with the figure of the angel and the figure of, more than a figure, the moment of ascension towards heaven.
Uh-huh.
So can you speak a little bit about those decisions
Yeah,
in terms
sure.
of narrative and in terms of physicality?
It was not easy to do that for me because I'm really aiming towards simplicity and to be very, not discreet, but my film look kind of modest, but they are ambitious formally. But so it was difficult. So at first I was scared to do these miracles, these visions, and there is a kind of a fantastic side to the film. But then I started shooting, and I stopped the shooting, and I started editing, and I thought, we have to shoot again.
Uh-huh.
We have to do retakes, because all the things that I thought I'm not capable of doing, now I see that it's totally possible, and it can enter this film. But at first, I was not really feeling good with that. And then I shoot it and I see the film and I'm like, this is essential. This is really, really necessary. You have to go far. It's a very simple film, but you have to go the farthest possible. You have to be literal. If there is a question of, for example, Jesus, you have to go as far as to show him. He has to be present. If there is some miracle, I have to show it, even if it's really naive miracle, even if it's too literal. I have to go this way, and then the film accepts it. And this is why the film has this form, which is at the same time very simple, really on the body, and at the same time there is some naive miracles. So it's like the beginning of cinema for me. With very small means, you can do something big. And there is something not magical, but marvelous about it. There's something, yeah, it's shining, you know.
And my last question: you have felt the need to do the film in film,
Yeah.
in 35,
Yeah, in 16 millimeter. Yeah.
60 millimeters. Why?
Um,
Do you think, by the way, that a film like this cannot be done in digital?
I cannot make that film in digital.
Why?
It's very intuitive thinking, and I had it from the beginning. I thought, if it's gonna be the last film I'm gonna do with her, with Elsa, I need to capture her presence. I need to keep it on a very material and concrete support format. So I don't know why, but it was very necessary. After that, I started shooting, and it was really obvious that it has to be on film, you know. There is a materiality, there is a relationship with the lights. I don't know, but it's not theoretic, it's really intuitive decision.
Or maybe faith?
Yeah, but also I knew that we would not make many takes. I knew it because it's difficult with Elsa, and so I thought, well, maybe 1 or 2 takes. Let's not do it in digital, you know.